Oh my. Oh my. It's time for another Game Dev Peep Show. Congratulations to all of you watching live who got to see me ultimate. The biggest screw up I've had so far. Just 5 minutes of recording of me staring, fiddling with options, sort of frantically, and then swearing when I realised I had been doing that. I can't help it. I was out. I rushed in. It's like I got in at 5 to 7, recording at 7. Just run in, hope everything's okay. I mean, I'm not entirely sure I've got any sound. I mean, the bar's moving. But cool. So Game Dev Peep Show, day 4. I'm Andrew Hopkins. I should probably stop calling it. I shouldn't call it day 4, I guess, because I mean, it's what day. It's probably technically day 7, but this is recording 4. So Game Dev Peep Show, installment 4. When we last left our heroes, I was thinking about perspectives, camera perspectives. Yeah, and I was thinking about doing full top down. You just see. I did the dead eagles again. You just see dead eagles. Welcome to Game Dev Peep Show, installment number 4. When we last left our heroes, we were talking about considering doing a top-down perspective for the game. And then in the comments of the YouTube video, on the YouTube channel, you should just check that out. Unless you're viewing live, so I guess if you're not viewing live, you're watching it on the YouTube channel. Anyway, it was the suggestion of another game that had a perspective of some sort was Pokemon, and I play a lot of Pokemon, and figured, you know what, those sprites are very tiny, but they look cool and expressive. I should try and rip those off, and that's a lot of what I did over the weekend. Was spend way more time making tiny sprites than I probably should have. That time really could have been invested in making a game rather than making some sprites that I'll probably discard further down the line. But good times, I mean, it's not. I probably also could have got more done if I hadn't spent so much time over the weekend attempting to play StarCraft 2, but failing. Spent a lot of time going through those tech support channels, and God, I know no one likes tech support, but I know to everyone, tech support's got tedious and annoying. Even the guy on the other line, or girl on the other line, finds the whole proceedings real tedious. But when you know which of these troubleshooting steps are relevant and which are just completely unrelated, it's just compounded. And internet service providers are the worst. Fuck video games. Like a few months ago, I rung my service provider, so I'm centering myself in the camera because I'm sliding away again. I rang my service provider because just at peak times, I was just getting sub dial-up speeds, which was rad. Hey, excuse me, it appears that the internet connection you're giving me, well, my 3G connection on my phone is running rings around it, and I consider that wrong. Could you sort it out? And it's just this is so horrible. It's just okay, sir, if we'll just run you through a couple of steps just to make sure that it's not your fault, even though it very clearly isn't. I'm just going to run you through some steps. I'll ensure the RAM is firmly seated in your computer. There's more than one computer on this network. There's 10. Okay? And I'm not using them all at once. I've ruled that out. It's not slow because I'm using a bunch of computers. You're suggesting 10 computers have the RAM incorrectly seated. You're suggesting that my smartphone has the RAM incorrectly seated in it. So if you'll just remove the RAM and then place it back in when it clicks. Okay, I've removed the RAM. Next step. Sir, if you'll place your computer into a vat of butter. This is important troubleshooting step. We'll get your connection perfect. Luckily, I mean, I've gotten fed up of phone tech support lines, and also, so the Blizzard one they offer, for one of those email ones, which is normally way slower, but I'm a cheapskate, and it's also free, and the phone tech support usually isn't. And they've actually been okay. Also, like, huge props to them. They say, please wait 24 to 48 hours, but it's always like 2 hours for a response. It's pretty amazing. Also, incredible names. Like, the first reply I got was from Zifferlock, and I've just spent the last 3 days thinking about, well, if a warlock summons demons, what does a Zifferlock do? I've concluded that it's probably something to do with xylophones. So dark magic, dark music. Yeah. You can tell that I feel like I haven't made much progress by the length of the initial tangent. Just so you know, from now on, for future reference, see, I'm extending it some more. Like if episode's 10 minutes long, and like 7 minutes of it is just me going, vat of butter. I mean, that's like an indication that I feel bad because I haven't done anything. I'm delaying. So on that note, oh man, look what I've managed over the weekend. First, the most noticeable thing by far is that we've doubled the number of question marks on the screen. This is of course by far the most noticeable change. And this sprite is tiny and different. But I mean, that's not a big deal. Let's see what's else is happening. Spoiler warning. I should really just close Photoshop when I'm doing this. Should just not leave that up. Oh man, look, there's a UI, but it doesn't do anything. These have no function currently, and this, since you just look, you still die, so that's got nothing. Also, the character sprite seems to spasm about a bit when I change direction. I have to work on that. And the zombie one is absolutely horrible. I really want to change that, because look, I know a zombie's not meant to be attractive, but it's just horrible. And also, there's a hidden Easter egg in the current build. If you look at this one, don't pay attention to the man on the screen or the zombies. Just look at this. Just look at this one. Oh, I didn't do it that time. So yeah. Oh, and I haven't changed the sprite for the bullet, even though all the other sprites are now tiny. So, there's that. There's the huge, ridiculous bullet that's humongous compared to everyone else. And it doesn't come out from the center of you either, although that is because I forgot to change some numbers. Entirely my fault. I mean, of course, who else's fault would it be? Because, I mean, it's not like there's a team collaborating on this. So yeah, I wasted a bunch of time making some sprites that will probably also get discarded, and drew some UI stuff that has no function. See you guys on Thursday, I guess. Thanks for tuning in.